everybody, it's Kara. I am changing up this stuff. I am going to be completely different, more energized, I guess. Drank 2 of these today, good. Also like 2 things of coffee. Might die. This might be the last time you see me. Probably not. But hey, today is still spring. So what better time than to do a summer book TBR. But yes, today I am going to be doing my summer book TBR. Don't know what I'm doing with my hands. But I'm going to be doing my TBR. Like I said, I think a total of 5 times since this video started. But I wanted to try to make this channel rise from the dead, make it not as much of a barren wasteland as it currently is. I've got a pretty good quality camera right now. It's the best I can afford. So please bear with me. Today, I just wanted to talk about some books, try to get this back into this, get into the spirit of summer. I just graduated from high school. I'm going to be going into college. Might not have as much time to do that, but I might, but also with the major I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing an English Lit major. I'm going to be pursuing book as a living and writing, so yeah, well, enough rambling from me. Let's get into the books. So the first book on my summer TBR is Tower of Dawn by Sarah J. Maas. And you might be wondering, that book came out in 2017. What are you doing still not having it finished? Listen here, I have been busy and this book is long and meaty. I wish it would have just no, I don't want to say that. So far, sometimes I wish it would be just as small as the A Court of Frost and Starlight novella, which I literally binged in one day. Oops. The Court of Frost and Starlight novella, that was small and easy to read, but Tower of Dawn ended up being a full-fledged novel. Yay me. But I actually bought this book a while ago. Most of the other books I have bought recently, I think almost all of these books have been bought in the month of June. So, except for this one. So, as you guys know, may or may not know, if you're following the Throne of Glass series, or just Sarah J. Maas in general, the conclusion to the Throne of Glass series, Kingdom of Ash, will be released on October 23rd, I want to say, 2018. And I need to finish this in time for a reread of the series, because that's going to be a hefty reread. Minus this one, because I don't want to reread a book that's the same book so closely. It's whatever. I can't really explain that much of what Tower of Dawn is about, but I can give you a brief explanation without any spoilers. And there's gonna be one tiny little spoiler, but it's not any plot or anything. This book takes place within the same time frame that Empire of Storms does. So as all of the events in Empire of Storms are going on, so are all of the events in Tower of Dawn. So theoretically, you could read either of these. They take place at the same time because K.L. Westfall, our brilliant captain of the guard, is not present in this book. He's mentioned a little bit, but he's off doing something in the southern continent. Can't say what because that's a spoiler, but he's off on the southern continent during the same time frame that Aelin and the gang are back in Aurelia doing their stuff. You know, if you've read the series, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, in this book, we're reintroduced to a character that was in The Assassin's Blade, which I still haven't read. I say I'm a Sarah J. Maas fan and I still haven't read The Assassin's Blade because I know I am going to get obsessed to Sam and then I'm gonna cry and thanks to that, look at this beauty. Look at it. She's beautiful. Back on track. And we're reintroduced to a character that was in The Assassin's Blade, which I haven't read, because, like I was saying earlier, I'm gonna get attached to Sam, and then it's just gonna go downhill from there. And we are reintroduced to Irene Towers, which I don't really know her role in The Assassin's Blade, but she's also in this book too. Didn't know that. But yes, so it's basically following Kael, Nesrin Philique, Irene Towers, and basically trying to fix something that happened in Queen of Shadows that I'm not gonna spoil, and he's on a mission. I'll say that. Okay, that was a bit long. I'm gonna try to keep this one a tad bit shorter, but the next book I have on my TBR list is The Empress by S.J. Kincaid, which is a sequel to The Diabolic, also by S.J. Kincaid. I didn't know this book existed until I just saw it chilling beside The Diabolic in the bookstore. And I picked it up thinking, oh, it's a new story from S.J. Kincaid, maybe it takes place in the Diabolic universe, they share the same font, da-da-da. And then I saw a sequel to New York Times bestseller, The Diabolic. And I about cried in the middle of a Books A Million. So I actually have no clue what this book is about, but that's fine because, spoilers, it's the second book in a series. Oh, look at that. But I can tell you the basic premise of The Diabolic. So basically in this world there were creatures, well they're more like humans, but I call them creatures because they were kind of bred like animals that were created to protect the like higher ups of the government, so like the senators and the emperor and stuff like that. They all had diabolics, and one of the senators, Senator von Imperium, I think is how you say his name, he got a diabolic created for his daughter, Sedona, and that diabolic's name is Nemesis. Nemesis is our main character and our leading lady, and she's quite badass, and I love her. Basically, were very bonded and very close. Like, Nemesis was Sedona's closest friend growing up, and one day when they are like 16, 17, maybe 18 years old, Sedona is summoned to the Chrysanthemum, which is like the main meeting place for everything, and Sedona's family is worried that something's going to happen to her, so they prep Nemesis and send Nemesis off to the Chrysanthemum in Sedona's place. So basically, Nemesis has to become Sedona and try to act human when she's really not. Honestly, it was such a good book on its own, like as is and everything, but I do see how the Empress is gonna be like really good. I've read like 2 pages of it, and I'm already in love, and just Nemesis is so innocent, has no idea what's going on, and it's great. The book on my TBR list is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. And yes, I've been meaning to read this book forever, and yes, this cover is beautiful. We know that. But basically, I've been meaning to read Caraval since literally the beginning of my senior year, and like I said earlier, I graduated about a month ago. Well, a little less than a month ago. But still, I've been meaning to pick up this book, and recently I was just scrolling through Instagram, you know, like you do, and I follow, like with the whole tags, I follow the YA Lovin' tag. That's a really weird tag now that I think about it. And I saw someone do a Bookstagram post of Caraval and its sequel, Legend, or Legendary. Can't remember which one it is. It's one of those two. And I was like, ooh, better get on that. It's got a sequel now. Oops. So I picked this up. Bargain books, obviously. It's so pretty. A nice hardcover-ness for $5. It was great. And basically, this story follows 2 sisters who are invited to take part in Caraval, which is basically like a little show that comes along to different places that incorporates the audience into their show, and it's hard and sometimes it's hard for people to distinguish what is real and what is Caraval. And that's really all I know about it. And I have no clue what the sequel is going to be about, because I have really no clue what this plot is about, other than that they get into Caraval and something happens. And the plot develops from there. And next on my book, as you can see by the slowly shifting here, you probably could expect what book I am about to talk about next, but that is And I Darken by Kiersten White. And this book I have heard so much hype for, and I cannot wait. It is basically a little like retelling, kind of like, it's a revamping, you could say, of the story of Vlad the Impaler, only Vlad the Impaler is a girl. Basically, it follows her from birth to her middle teenage years and her brother Radu. So we have Ladislav and Radu. I don't know if I'm saying her full name right, but they just call her Lada and stuff like that. And so Lada and Radu are actually taken from their homes, and they are placed within the Ottoman Empire. And Lada does not like that, so she's trying really hard to get out with her brother. And yeah, don't know much about Vlad the Impaler, so really have no clue how this is going to turn out, because I'm not a history major, I'm an English lit major. And the final book that I'm going to be showing you today is The Wicked Deed by Shea Earnshaw? That's what I'm going to say. Shea, like shea butter. I'm smart. Shea Earnshaw. And as a fellow pagan, like this little pentacle down here, and just the moon, and just this cover drew me in at Walmart. And it was beautiful, and also just look at how pretty this book is naked. I wish I looked this good naked. I really don't. It's just gross. Didn't mean to put that image in your mind. I'm really sorry about that. Basically, this book follows kind of a similar thing to what is the Salem Witch Trials, only it takes place in a town called Sparrow, Oregon. And back in 1822, Sparrow, Oregon found itself with 3 new residents, the Swan sisters. And they basically were 3 beautiful girls who would attract men, usually men who were married. And because of that, they were accused of witchcraft and were drowned in the harbor. And every year since that, starting in 1823, the Swan sisters have come back at the end of June and have taken usually 1 girl, like taken that to remind the town what was done to them. And it is basically up to our main character, Penny, and this newcomer to the town, who has no clue about any of this, because this town is especially during the month of June, gets a lot of tourists into it, and the boy that she meets, Beau, has no idea what the swan season is, what the whole history behind it, doesn't know any of that, and he arrives right in the middle of the swan season, or right at the beginning. I hope you guys enjoyed that little summer TBR. I do hope to finish these books by August. That way I could get them so I could get a couple reviews out of them, of the ones like I really want to do a review on The Empress and a review on The Shadow Bright and Burning, and I just it's gonna be hard, but it's okay because I'm trying to actually push out a decent amount of content for this channel, and I have never really felt this passionate for doing this before. I was like, I watch YouTube, I want to make YouTube. But now I feel really passionate about this because my love of books and stuff is slowly growing. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be going into an English lit major, most likely going to be getting a master's degree in Library of Sciences. I'm just really passionate for books lately, and I want to share that with you guys. So if you guys are just as passionate about books as I am, make sure you subscribe down below and like this video to let me know I'm doing okay. My quality is good. And also comment down below if you would like to see a bookshelf tour, which won't be happening for a while until I get like my laptop, my proper laptop, and some Adobe Premiere, because that's gonna take a lot of editing. But I'd love to share my bookshelf with you, just not when everything below this lower shelf is an actual mess and completely disorganized and horrible. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!